SuperTalk Mississippi media production.
State Treasurer David McRae is returning record amounts of money to Mississippians, whether it's through the College and Career Savings Program or the hundreds of millions in unclaimed money awaiting your claim. Treasurer David McRae says get your applications and claims in today. Treasury.ms.gov.
Pike County, here comes your morning show. Dave in the morning on 93.5 FM, SuperTalk Mississippi.
So now, understand, you're not going to dictate to me what I do and what I don't do, but I'm still the mayor, Mr. Clark.
None of this meeting is recorded. None by any parties. Correct?
No, sir, mine is recorded. I'm being accused.
Any conversation.
Said I want to make it on record. I want the allegations in writing, or the accused, or on recording of this harassment.
And now, here's your host, Dave Hughes.
Good morning on a Thursday morning. How are you? You know, and we'll get into it later in the show, but let me just say right up front, we're going to have a better day today. And boy, let me tell you, that's an easy bar to clear. If we're comparing with yesterday, yesterday stank in almost every way I can think about. We'll get into all of that. Just very quickly though, the latest update I saw, about 500 homes damaged last night across Mississippi in the tornadoes. That number will go up. I'll tell you that right now. Still no fatalities that we've heard about, so that's good. But before we get too deep into all of that, it is North Pike Thursday, brought to you by the folks at Southwest Supply and Selman's. And we have in the studio the man, the myth, the legend, voted most likely to be most likely, Clint Boleware. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I've been called a lot. Man, myth, legend, that's one of the intros I've gotten. Some of the stuff is not FCC compliant, but I'll take it. Thanks for having me.
I understand. Most of mine isn't FCC compliant. So
you know, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there, buddy. So
we're getting down to the end of the year.
We are. We're getting close, man. Getting close. State testing going on right now. District-wide, lots of testing happening. Seniors are taking their exams actually today and tomorrow, so they're going to be out of Dodge here after they finish those exams tomorrow, and graduation Saturday of next week. Man, it's hard to believe we're there already. So
this year has kind of flown by.
It has, you know. I guess they say time flies when you're having fun. So.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I don't know who they is, but they're, you know, that's what they say.
They never show up for the staff meetings.
I always wanted to talk to they. I would love to meet with they and you know, let them know what I think. But you know, they say a lot.
Now they are right sometimes.
Right. Sometimes,
you know,
sometimes they are.
Broken clock twice a day. You know the old saying.
That's right.
But the seniors are done tomorrow, basically at the latest.
They're done tomorrow, so it's incredible.
How long does the school year last for the rest of the student body?
We've got classes next week, and then I believe the next week is exams. So we've got another couple of weeks with the rest of the student body, and then then we're done, off and running with some summer fun, man.
Yeah,
so we're excited.
You got big plans, or are you just playing shows?
We're playing a lot of shows with Ransack. We're on the road a lot this summer with those guys, having a lot of fun. We're all over the place, man. We're going to be just south of New Orleans Saturday at a place called Tiwi's, and so that's going to be my summertime activity. Of course, I've got one graduating. My oldest boy Brennan graduates, and so we're out. I'm out being a musician, trying to figure out how to pay for him to go to college. So you know how that works. But,
even more shows.
That's right.
Double book if
That's
possible.
right. We're gonna have to do that. But yeah, so we're proud of him, and we're gonna have a good summer, man. Get a little bit of rest. Because it starts back before you know it. So
yeah, and then the fall's kind of a busy time.
Fall's very busy for the band, with marching band and the football games and all the parades and different things. So we stay busy. Stay busy in the fall.
Now let me ask you. I got to ask you this question. We're coming up on not state testing, but final exams.
Yes.
Just regular garden variety final exam.
Right.
What do you do for a final exam in band?
We don't have a final exam in
credit.
band. Here's the deal: we've already done the work. All our work that we've done has been out in public. People have seen it. So, I always tell people that, things would change in the education world if they announced ratings and scores like they do band scores, because at the end of a contest they have a retreat, they march everybody out on the field, you're in front of everyone, it's all quiet, and they start announcing scores, and there's nothing you can do about it. And so they don't need a final exam after living through that. But the Pride of Pike County, they do good work, great work, and they've always done really, really well. So yeah, our final exam happens on Friday nights at the football games and the parades and different things like that. So that's where we show what we've learned.
Band competition time, which is what, like September? I think
October.
October.
We call it Bandtober, because usually every weekend in October we're doing some sort of band contest.
Which is rough when you consider that you're playing at the game Friday night and then turning right around the next morning.
Yeah, the Saturday mornings are tough, especially if we have a game where we're on the road that Friday night, and then it's a quick turnaround. But band kids are resilient, and that's the thing about being in the band. I just remember when I was in school, it was a late night, and then you were up early, getting on the bus and going and doing a contest. But I wouldn't have it any other way, and that's just how band kids are, man. They're resilient, they love it, and they love going. We went to Hoover, Alabama the past couple of years and did a big contest over there, and we had some really late nights before that, and we were on the bus at 5:30 a.m. taking off. So it's just part of it, man. It's a long ways to the top if you want to rock and roll. That's what AC/DC said. So
I just wanted to make sure you didn't at least go through the motions so you could have something to put down. Bring all the band into the band hall and hold up a snare and go, okay, for 100% of your final grade, what is this?
Yeah, well, that would be the easy way out.
Yeah,
we might try that today. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, just
I might get some different answers out of different people that might not be totally appropriate. Well, sometimes they can be just as conniving as I am.
Musicians.
That's right. That's how musicians are.
And I understand that. If I was in that room and you did that, I would raise my hand, try to be first, and say flugelhorn.
That's right, flugelhorn. It's always a good answer. Or English horn, or alto clarinet.
No, flugelhorn's the funniest one out of those three. That's right. They're all great instruments, but who doesn't enjoy saying flugelhorn?
It's just fun to say, man.
Why is it called a flugelhorn?
I have
wonder.
No idea. I'll have to do some research and get back on that.
Yeah, okay. No, you never will, and we both know it.
I'll send you an email.
So we've got we got the end of school coming up. There's always work during the summer for the band too, isn't there?
Oh yeah. We're gonna start about the second week in July, just after July 4th. We start back bringing in percussion and color guard, and then after that the full band comes in. So the month of July is jam packed with us. We do take a little time in June. There's a lot of behind the scenes prep work in June that happens with the band staff and things like that, with the writing of the music for the show and the drill and the choreography and all that different kind of stuff that we have to do. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that happens in June. There is a little bit of relaxation that happens in June, which I think is well deserved. But July, we're off and running, man. And, it's like a hurricane coming down a mountain from about July the 7th all the way to the 1st of November when football season ends. It's just a nonstop. I always tell my family when I walk out the door for the first day of camp, I say, see you in November, because it's just it's tough. But we love it. The kids love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. So
we have a brief editorial comment.
Okay. All
that
right.
came in.
I can only imagine who this is.
Hey, you probably
I already know who it is, but
yeah.
Go ahead with the comment, please.
He said when you were talking about getting your final grade out on the field.
Yeah. What did Chris say?
Oh my goodness, cry me a river. He wants some cheese with that wine, and then I can't use the last phrase he used.
Yeah,
but
well, I can only imagine what the last phrase is.
Starts with candy.
Yeah, Coach Smith, I'm glad to hear from you, buddy. I'm glad you're out there. So still doing well.
Such a diplomatic response to that.
I'll text him as soon as I get out of here, and it'll be less diplomatic, I promise.
Oh yeah, and it'll go for the next half hour.
Yep,
I know how this. I know both of you. I know how this works.
So, old buddy Chris Smith, man.
It was only one ever made.
I only one. He's the only one, and that's him.
Yeah,
that's him.
Great guy.
Great guy. He is, man. Love him to death. Love him to death.
So your next step is to run the seniors off. Get rid of them.
Run them off. Run them off. Get them out of here, man. Yep. Get some new blood up there to take the lead. So
don't care where you're going, but you can't stay here.
That's right.
And then they'll all come back and visit next year.
All come back at
every
band camp. They'll be standing around saying, "Oh, it wasn't like this back in the good old days," And I'm thinking, "Golly, you were here a month ago."
It was 2 months back.
Yeah, right.
What do you mean?
Not like it's changed that much.
It's so much easier on them now.
Yeah, we didn't have to do that.
And I'm battling rheumatiz, and I can handle that. Yeah, that's it's amazing how quickly you age.
I'm telling you,
once you graduate.
Same old. So.
Anything else exciting going on?
Oh man, we've got the new stadium being built out at our junior high. I say new stadium. It's improvements made to the existing stadium, and man, it's nice. I rode out there the other day and looked, and Dr. J has done a great job with improving our stadium facilities out there and expanding and different things like that. So it's going to be a wonderful facility and nearing completion. So we're appreciative of Dr. J and everybody who had a hand in improving the stadium. It's going to be really nice, Jaguar Field. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It has. It
been
has
several
been a while.
years.
It has, and of course we've enjoyed our time playing here with our friends over here at Southwest Mississippi Community College. But Dr. J had a vision of he wanted the students of our district to have a stadium that they could call their own, and I think it's a great idea, and the students are going to be very appreciative of it. It's going to be really nice for our district, our athletic teams, and everybody that's going to use that stadium, and so it's going to be a wonderful thing. So we're going to love it. We're appreciative of it. So
onward and upwards, Jaguars
that's
on
right,
the march.
Buddy. That's right.
That's the way it works.
Yep.
And don't forget to see Ransack in a weird part of town near you soon.
That's right. Come on by.
That's the way it works.
Yes,
right?
sir. That's right.
Clint Boleware from North Pike, the band leader, General Mr. Fix-It, curmudgeonly commentator,
among other things.
You got a lot of talent.
That's right.
A lot of talent's going on.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime. You're welcome anytime you can make it to the door. We'll open it and let you in.
Yes, sir.
Unless you're looking for money, in which case we're off that day.
I understand. I don't take checks either, so.
Yeah. No, don't take checks. Printers have gotten good enough. I'm getting suspicious about taking cash at this point.
We'll talk. Maybe we can make a deal.
I just have to remind myself Lincoln didn't have a unibrow. It's those little details you got to catch.
Little things you got to see. Well, Now we know.
When we come back, we had a great conversation here. We get into some less pleasant things, including yet another shooting in Macomb yesterday. Tornado. I don't even know what to say about it. I'm looking at a video of the Walsh Mobile Home Park in Boca Chica. It's gone. It's piles of trash.
I'm just glad everybody's, survive that.
Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible.
Man. They're saying it was an EF4, by the way.
Wow. That's incredible.
And it looks like it. We'll talk more about it coming up next.
Southwest Supply Company is your local source for supplying your office, restaurant, concession stand, or household, cleaning and janitorial supplies, food service items, and more. We're proud to be able to deliver all of your office supplies, office furniture, and business machines. Call 601-684-5521 or visit us at 1036 Gordon Covington Road in Summit. Southwest Supply Company, delivering weekly to Macomb, Brookhaven, and surrounding areas.
Every now and then we remind all of you loving, awesome, hardworking husbands that you have a premium it's time to renew. No, it's not life insurance, car insurance, or health insurance. It's way more important than those. I'm Kristen. Gentlemen, it's time to renew those long-term wife insurance policies. When you surprise her with a gift from Selmans, you remind her that no matter what lies ahead, you and she will get through it together. Your gift tells her this long-term wife insurance policy is for life. Renew your long-term wife insurance policy right here at Selmans. We're in it for the long term with you.
Don't miss Dave in the morning. Even when you miss it the first time, you can catch it on the podcast. Missing out would be a crime. Super Talk 93.5 is always the place to be. Want to get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. It's all around, it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, or just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have the crave. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
Weekday mornings at 6 after 9 on 93.5 FM, or you can catch up anytime by going to
SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
Dave in the morning at SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. Catch up and catch on.
Put a million miles upon these bones. Living out this feeling I portray. There's nothing left of me after the show. The devil made a deal that I can't break. And so I pay the dues, fill the rooms, watch some good friends got you soon. There's nothing worse. It always hurts. I still carry them deep within. They're with me like they're guardians. Their souls still stir, and I still burn.
Welcome back. Just looking at that video up in Boca Chica. All my people in Boca Chica. Out at West Lincoln, Brookhaven, Monticello. That was a rough night last night. Holy cow. Governor Reeves put out a message early this morning. Said that as of that moment, 17 injuries had been reported, and so far, no fatalities. Which, if you've seen any of the pictures from the Walsh Mobile Home Park in Boca Chica, that qualifies as a miracle. I don't know how you survive that. I mean, I'm just being completely honest and objective about that. Looking at the piles of rubble where the homes were, I don't know how you make it through that, but people did. Lamar County has more damage than Lincoln, though. Lamar over next to the Hattiesburg area. 275 homes and 50 apartment units either damaged or inaccessible in Lamar County. 30 roads closed. Lincoln County, it's over 200. I think when they get through sorting it out, Lincoln County is unfortunately going to take the title on that. The Cajun Navy, the United Cajun Navy, is in Lincoln County. Thank you, gentlemen. My wife from Grand Isle salutes you. Cajun Navy, they have deployed, or in the process of deploying, I should say, a 50-person shelter pod, a 30-kilowatt generator, and 10 pallets of supplies that they brought with them. Oh, they come prepared. They show up and they take care of business. Can't say enough good things about them. Lawrence County had 12 homes damaged, multiple roads closed there. And probably the understatement of the year, but it's 100% accurate in what he had to say. Governor Reeves said these numbers are preliminary and will change as damage assessments continue. MEMA is out working on this. Everybody's working on this. The damage is widespread. A lot of the damage is trees, with the exception of, you know, those big, giant power towers. They have the multiple lines running between them, and it's always clear cut all the way around them. Sometimes a couple of places it crosses over the interstate. Those are transmission lines. Those are the lines that lead from basically the source of the power to the substations and the other areas, which then distribute it out to your house so you can use your new electric waffle maker. When those go down, everybody's down. Everybody's power is out. I don't care if you didn't even see a drop of rain. If the transmission line's down to your substation, you've got no power. One of those is down. The tower is just wadded up on the ground. That's the best way I can think of to describe it. Going to take a little bit of time to get that up. The power company, local power company, can't do anything about that. They have to wait for that to be repaired. As of this morning, I think it's a little over 8,000 people out just on Magnolia Electric alone. That second tornadic system last night. You know, we had the big one that everybody focused on. Then about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours later, we had another one come through. About 10:30, we had another tornado warning for Pike and Walthall County. That one tore up more stuff to the point to where Magnolia Electric says when that second wave of storms came through, we went from 5,100 out to 8,200 out. So the second wave didn't cause quite as many outages as the first one, but it was close. That's why you can't ignore any of them. The first one, I was talking about it just a moment ago. A lot of the estimates, and they're estimating it based on radar indication. Nobody has had a chance to do damage assessments yet. They're just trying to clean the roads up right now. That'll come. National Weather Service will come. They'll walk the ground and figure out what level the tornado was. Going by the debris balls detected on radar, anywhere depending on where along the path of that monstrous tornado you looked at, 23,000 feet debris went up in the air from the tornado when it was in Lincoln County. Over in Bude, I think it was 26,000 it was measured at one point. Dave Roberts at WLBT at one point measured the wind speed of 130 miles an hour. Now, you take all of these things and you can do an extremely preliminary judgment on what strength the tornado was. Until that 26,000 number in Bude, strong 3, low 4 on the EF scale. with that 26,000 and everything else we've seen, I am going to be absolutely stunned if it doesn't come back at least as an EF4. Now, it's a little trickier when you get up to EF5. That's the high mark. That's as high as you can go on the Fujita scale. The reason why is how they determine if a tornado is an F5. Do you know how they determine that? This is fascinating. The rest of them, you go by damage reports, you go by wind speed, you go by all the measurements, everything else. To be classified as an F5 tornado, it has to destroy something that was constructed and rated to survive F4. Which means a tornado comes through and there's nothing there built specifically to withstand an F4 tornado. It'll never be bigger than an F4 tornado. In the rankings, it may have been the most powerful tornado in history. But it's got to be luck of the draw. It's got to hit something designed to survive an F4. If it destroys that, obviously it's an F5. That's literally the criteria to make it an F5. Just thought that was fascinating. So I would suspect we'll wind up with a F4 out of this. It was going to it's going to go down as one of the biggest tornadoes we've ever had in Mississippi. All the indications that we're seeing right now, everything that we saw last night. Keep everybody in mind. I don't have to say this. If there is one thing we know how to do in Southwest Mississippi, it's take care of our own. And a whole bunch of our own need a little help and consideration today. So go ahead and reach out to somebody. Don't drive up there. Do not, under any circumstances, go rubbernecking around. I just wanted to help. Well, you're doing the opposite. Stay out of their way. There's power lines down everywhere. There's trees still down everywhere. There's roads still blocked everywhere. You're going to wind up in a ditch on a power line, and somebody has to stop helping other people to get your silly behind out of trouble. Just steer clear of it. But you can reach out. You can reach out to emergency management. You can reach out to charities. There are plenty of people that are helping out with this. The United Cajun Navy, by the way, was on the ground, had boots on the ground in Lincoln County about an hour and a half, 2 hours after the tornado passed through. They were there for the second wave of storms. I mean, no dust settles on those people. There are plenty of others that are helping. Ask around. We'll see if we can put together a list of folks. We'll be talking about this tomorrow. I'm on middays tomorrow, by the way, starting at 10 a.m. So we'll talk about this, and we'll see what we can put together in regards to how you can help. There's plenty of ways you can help. Going up there yourself is not one of them. Not right now. Not today. There's a lot of work being done that they've got to be left to do. And that's all we can say about it right now. Horrible storm, horrible tornado, miraculous result. And today, no rain. Today's forecast, mostly cloudy with a high of 77. We need a day off because it comes right back. 60% chance Friday, up to half an inch of rain possible, thunderstorms possible. Late afternoon into the evening, about the same time. 80% chance Friday night, 80% chance Saturday, 50% Saturday night, 50% Sunday, 30% Sunday night. And then finally, by Monday, we'll have sunny skies and a high of 78. We got one day. That's why I'm saying stay out of their way. They need to make the most out of this one day that they have before the rain cranks right back up tomorrow afternoon and stays for the weekend. Cloudy skies today because that storm system and that tornado, it sucked every last bit of available energy out of the atmosphere. No storms today. It's got nothing to work with. It's out of go juice. It was, a little bit too strong to immediately follow it up with more rain. Taking a break. When we come back, another shooting in Macomb yesterday as crime continues to drop. I mean, it's dropping to the ground in a pool of its own blood, but it's dropping. We'll talk about that when we come back. Oh, if you hadn't heard about this, buckle up. You're going to love this one. Keep it here.
Every now and then, we remind all of you loving, awesome, hardworking husbands that you have a premium it's time to renew. No, it's not life insurance, car insurance, or health insurance. It's way more important than those. I'm Kristen. Gentlemen, it's time to renew those long-term wife insurance policies. When you surprise her with a gift from Selmans, you remind her that no matter what lies ahead, you and she will get through it together. Your gift tells her this long-term wife insurance policy is for life. Renew your long-term wife insurance policy right here at Selmans. We're in it for the long term with you.
Don't miss Dave in the morning. Even when you miss it the first time, you can catch it on the podcast. Missing out would be a crime. SuperTalk 93.5 is always the place to be. Wanna get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com. It's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon, or Apple, just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have the crave. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
Dave Hughes here. Remember, every weekday morning at 9:06, it's Dave in the Morning, where we solve the problems of the world, or at least complain about them really loudly and sarcastically. And if you miss out, you can catch up with the podcast version of Dave in the Morning at SuperTalkPikeCounty.com.
No one can make this better. Take control, it's now or never. Are you sick of it? Raise your hands, get rid of it. Well, there's a fighting chance. Are you over it? Bored to death? Have you had enough regret? Take a stand, raise your hands. If you're sick of it,
Boy, that's our theme music. Might have to make that the main theme of the show, now that I think about it. If you're not familiar, it's a band called Skillet. The name of the song, Sick of It. Well, as you know, back on Monday, we had a shooting on Beach Street. That person shot multiple times. It was 2-on-1. And we talked about it, and we talked about the violence. And then yesterday, at Lowe's in Macomb, got a lot of things to talk about on this. Some relevant, some just personal pet peeves. There was a shootout in the parking lot at Lowe's in Macomb. One guy got shot in the leg. Ward 1 Selectman Tommy McKenzie was in the area, heard the gunshots. It was an AR rifle the guy had that got shot. By the way, if the AR is so powerful, why didn't he win? Anyway, it's a demon weapon. So Selectman McKenzie went over and actually caught some video and posted it on Facebook, not of the shooting itself, but of the guy lying there bleeding out of his leg, the AR laying on the ground, his stylish black slides laying all akimbo after they flew off his feet when somebody shot him. They get up. The girl that's there with him cleans up the mess, grabs his shoes, throws them in the trunk, grabs the AR, throws it in the car next to theirs, and then they both get in the car, and he gets driven to the emergency room. The one who shot him had run back into the store, apparently came out and surrendered peacefully when police got there just a few short minutes later. Don't know why. I don't care why. I don't care why it happened. This is number one. It doesn't matter why it happened. I've seen some totally unconfirmed reports that it was some sort of personal beef involving a girlfriend. I don't care. I don't care what your disagreement is. This is not the Wild Wild West. We don't settle our differences like men by shooting each other in the streets. Or in this case, in the parking lots. We don't. Because again, I've also seen some people talking about this going, I don't understand why anybody's upset. When's the last time you saw a white person get shot? Trust me, the number of shots versus the number of bullet wounds in people, that ratio is horrible. There is zero trigger control. There's no training. None of them are good shots. If you're anywhere within range, they'll get you. Not on purpose. That's the problem. Again, ask Otarius Marks. One of the biggest tragedies we've had in this county in a long time, in a very long time. That was horrible. And supposedly he was not the target. I know he wasn't the target. Still got killed. So you're missing the entire point about everybody being upset about this. Now, according to Selegma McKenzie, the one who was shot Tuesday, I think I said Monday, Tuesday, they're probably going to discontinue treatment pretty soon. Lack of brain activity. He was shot multiple times. The one in the video that you see picking himself up and hopping back to his car to get away and get to the hospital at Lowe's last night. They had to amputate his leg, and they may have to take an eye. That's what Selegma McKenzie said. I keep saying it. Nobody is listening. No, they're listening. It's just what you're going to do. We have bigger problems even than gang activity. That's an enormous, huge problem. And the ones involved in this at Lowe's last night may have some gang ties, but it doesn't matter. We have raised an entire generation of kids in this area and all across the country that believe this is the way you solve arguments. They have no idea how to process feelings. They have no idea how to deal with disappointment or anger or frustration or depression. They go right to the final solution. Why? Because it's the easiest. That's the easiest way to solve everything. I'll just shoot them. No one has been taught how to deal with anything. That's our biggest problem, if you want my opinion. Because if the rumors are true, and that was a case of somebody catching somebody else with their girlfriend, this isn't how you solve that. This isn't how you deal with that. Step one, you dump her. Obviously, that's immediate. Bye-bye. Y'all have fun. Number two, you tell him, don't let me see you again. Ever. I don't want to lay eyes on you. Bye-bye. The first move isn't to go get your AR and open fire, or whatever weapon the one inside this that was found inside the store was using. That should not be your first option. If you have any level of emotional or intellectual maturity, you know that is the last option, the last thing you should do. We have an entire generation of people that don't get that. Again, preliminary, as far as we know, that shooting last night at Lowe's, no drugs involved, no anything. If the rumors are true, it was just a boyfriend catching his girlfriend with somebody else. So we're going to open fire in a crowded Lowe's parking lot over that. The words lack of judgment don't even cover this. And now that guy lost a leg and an eye, according to Suleiman McKenzie, and the one that was shot over in Whiteacres near the police department isn't probably going to make it. So one life ruined forever, the other one lost completely. Over what? The stakes have to match the prize. If you go to sit down for a blackjack tournament and it is a $5,000 buy-in, you got to give them $5,000, buy $5,000 worth of chips before they'll let you sit down to play. And the jackpot's $1,000 or $100 or $10. Who's going to do that? We have no sense. We have a distorted sense of the stakes of everything now with an entire generation. They look at this, everything is a life or death matter. It's not even really that complicated. It goes back to what I said a moment ago. They're picking the easy solution. I'm mad. I'm sad. I'm angry. Bang, 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 bang. It's the first choice instead of the last resort. And I still say a lot of that is, I've heard several, Suleiman McKenzie that we've been talking about is one of them. I've heard several other ones. I think they're exactly right. A big part of the problem is a lack of fathers in the home. If your daddy's not home, your daddy's not going to teach you how to deal with things. Now, I do have a counter argument to that. Because in some cases, you got a better chance of turning out and living a good life if your daddy isn't there, depending on who your daddy is. He might teach you all the wrong stuff. So it's not quite as cut and dried as we always try to make everything sound. But I think statistically overall, we would see an improvement. Things would be a little better. Remember when I said that we got to make tough choices? We got to have conversations we don't want to have, we've never had, we're never going to have. This is one of them. You want to see an improvement on this? And I'm just throwing this out here for discussion. You tell me what you think. You want to see an improvement on this? Force the daddies to be around, to stay around. Whether you do that with a financial incentive, whether you lock them up and the only time they get, let go is to go over there and be with their kid every day. House arrest, whatever you got to do to put them in the kid's life. Now, I don't think that is actually going to pay off much in the way of dividends because they're not going to be doing it for the right reasons. They're going to go through the motions, and it might wind up being worse. But we have to do something. Ronnie, my mama whooped our butt so somebody else wouldn't down the road. Oh, I was told many a time. You come home and somebody else whipped you. If you needed it, you get another whipping when you get home. Because I'm going to whip you for being stupid enough to do something to get whooped by somebody else. No one ever said a word, had a thought even, about, well, I can fix this. Let me get my gun. That's what I'm talking about. We have to do something. Step one is whatever we've been doing, we need to wad it up and throw it away. Because it's not working. Things are getting worse, not better. And if this is a 25% drop in crime, heaven forbid it drop 50%, we might not survive it. But again, we always go with the easy solutions. Oh, it's the gangs. It's drug activity. They could have been gang members on drugs. We don't know. Doubt it. From what I've heard and from what I've seen. I think this was what law enforcement refers to as a domestic call, which they will tell you is always the last kind of call any law enforcement officer wants to be sent on. Nobody wants the domestics. They are at best messy. There's no calming anybody down usually. But there is a difference between somebody using their fists or even a baseball bat, because those kind of things happen in domestics when they get really, really bad. That's what I'm talking about. Law enforcement has no idea what they're walking into when it's a domestic call. It could just be a shouting argument. Could be a guy sitting on his luggage and his stuff thrown out in the yard, in the front yard, with the wife screaming at him through the window, or the other way around. You don't know. But when your domestic call culminates in a shootout in the Lowe's parking lot, there is a fundamental part of society and thought processes that is broken. And I know, weird association, welcome to the show. First time. But I think part of it is because of something I talk about all the time. Good fences make good neighbors. You mind your business, I'll mind mine. The whole stereotype of Karens waddling around, pointing their finger, explaining to somebody else what they need to be doing. Yeah, shut up. Kind of really started to ramp up with that personality type feeling enabled to act that way in public, and now everybody feels like they can act that way in public and mind everybody else's business. The second order effect of that is when somebody has private business that normally they would take care of at home, oh no, we'll do it in the Lowe's parking lot right now. Don't care who else gets hurt. We'll just do it right here. The penalty you pay for keeping your nose rammed into everyone else's business is everyone else figures out, oh, well, it's perfectly okay. I just need to take my business and stick it in their life because they're going to be along shortly anyway, so I might as well. And we miss that in our self-righteous, huffy rush. We miss the lessons we are teaching that we don't intend to teach, but we do. Have you ever, I know you've heard someone say, but I was just trying to help in your life. Has anybody ever said that after they actually helped? I'm just trying to help. Yeah, they're trying to help. But I was just trying to help. That's the excuse you make when you butted in and things went wrong. We're kind of at that point across the board. We need a timeout. Not like a preschool timeout, although that probably wouldn't hurt us either. But we need a timeout. We need a break from business as usual, because business as usual in the city of Macomb for the last 10 years has stunk. Everything that we're doing is not working. We got to fix it. Everybody needs, we need a break for the same reason they send the boxers to their own separate corners between rounds. Got to have a minute and get your breath. It's get your breath time. But to do that, everybody and I don't even know if they make this many, everybody needs to take a massive dose of chill pills.
If you cry out for more, if you reached out for me, I would run to the storm just to keep you here with me. I have gone beyond my years. We still have
All we can do is what we can do. Well, what we're doing ain't working, so we need a new do. Some new plan, some new way to deal with this. Because again, according to Seligman McKenzie, the one shot near Whiteacres Tuesday night, not going to make it. The one shot at Lowe's last night, lost a leg and possibly an eye. Not acceptable by anyone. It shouldn't be acceptable by anyone, but instead it's just become the normal course of doing things in your life for a large group of people. Knock it off. Final break. Close it down next. Keep it here.
Every now and then, we remind all of you loving, awesome, hardworking husbands that you have a premium it's time to renew. No, it's not life insurance, car insurance, or health insurance. It's way more important than those. I'm Kristen. Gentlemen, it's time to renew those long-term wife insurance policies. When you surprise her with a gift from Selmans, you remind her that no matter what lies ahead, you and she will get through it together. Your gift tells her this long-term wife insurance policy is for life. Renew your long-term wife insurance policy right here at Selmans. We're in it for the long term with you.
Don't miss Dave in the morning, even when you miss it the first time. You can catch it on the podcast, missing out would be a crime. SuperTalk 93.5 is always the place to be. Wanna get the podcast version? Here, my friend, is the key. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com, it's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon or Apple, or just right there on the page. Dave in the morning, late at night, or anytime you have to pray. SuperTalkPikeCounty.com, it's all there and it's all the rage. Spotify, Amazon or Apple, or just right there on the page.
Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world.
Yep, that'll do it.
Closing
Out of time on this Thursday. Of course, tomorrow morning at 9:06 is Chasing Foul Balls. Robbie and the crew will be in here and talk sports and basically solve at least 80% of the problems of the world. They're really good at that. That's tomorrow morning at 9:06. Then at 10:06, it'll be time for middays. And this week, not on mornings on Friday, I'm on middays. Starting at 10:06 tomorrow morning, we'll have a lot more to talk about the tornadoes and other stuff then. So my friend, I'll see you then.
SuperTalk Mississippi Media Production.